You want to start?
Yeah, let's get it. Yeah, no.
That was
I like the video.
That was interesting though. Like you call it an intro, but you know what it reminds me of like a monologue.
Yeah, that's what
Like
it
an
was.
acting monologue, yeah.
We did a monologue specifically, but that's what bred me to write the song.
But where'd you get the monologue? Was that just you riffing? Were you thinking about an idea? Like
Nah, so I took there's a TV show called Midnight Mass on HBO. Have you ever heard of it?
I feel like I've.
1 minute. Can I stop this? Because I
Yeah.
can't pay
Yeah,
attention.
hell
I
yeah.
can't do both. It's all right. I just can't. I thought I could, but I just noticed that I cannot.
That nigga snapping.
I really am kind of curious about the monologue thing.
Oh, okay, for sure.
Okay.
What's the question?
Where did you get the idea? Like, were you just riffing off an idea? Were you thinking about like in my mind? I'm just wondering.
Okay,
what's the concept?
so how it came about? I was watching a TV show called Midnight Mass, and there's a scene in the show where a girl she's asking for forgiveness from somebody who does something. There's a guy in the show who shoots her, and based off what's going on in the show, she gets her feeling back in her legs and stuff like that. And she goes to tell the man that she forgives him for what he did. So then my dad got killed when I was 10. And there's just a lot of stuff that comes with that and just knowing that. And it's a lot of stuff I needed to let go. And watching that scene, it was real. Even watching the scene in the show, even though it had nothing to do with it, it was emotional for me. And I watched it, so there were pieces of it that she said and things that she said that I felt like I needed to say. And then I just added my own. So riffing, I guess, I added my own stuff to it. I called him, actually. Called my manager. And I told him about it. A lot of stuff that I say, I think can come off a little nuts. So I feel like when I called him and told him, like, I sent it to him, like, hey, yo, I want to do this. I don't know what they be thinking about some of this shit, because some of this shit's crazy. But I'm happy when it comes across the right way. So first off, I'm going to say I don't care how it came across. It made me feel better, number one. When I was writing everything down, I remember us specifically talking about what our goals was, what we were trying to do when we did this, and if pain was a person. And the From the Block freestyle. We did all of that within like the span of like 10 days.
You have to see
Writing it?
Yeah, like everything.
Writing it?
From If Pain Was a Person to the monologue to doing, that was all going to say, like 10 days. So, in doing that, it was like, I think I said to him, like, bro, I just want to, I want to feel better. Like, that was my thing. Like, if accomplishing that was, like, big for me, like, being able to do that. And I remember we've done so much stuff that I think that I've accomplished so much in a short amount of time. I've only been rapping for 2 years. So I've accomplished a lot that we do so much stuff that shit just get thrown by the wayside. And sometimes we don't appreciate the moments for real. And that was one thing I was just like, bro, we have to accomplish this. And I want to feel that. So in writing it, it was more so writing to the person who killed my dad. And telling him, like, I forgive you, but where I'm at in my life, like she even said it then, like, you got to see me now. Like, you got to see me regardless. Like, you know what I'm saying? Regardless of what happens with the situation, or, you know what I'm saying? Regardless, like, just period. You got to see me now.
Yeah.
No matter how it is. And that was just it was a release for me, because we named that I Forgive You, and then the song that came with it was If Pain Was a Person.
What made you think to do that? Like, I guess I'm thinking in my mind where I always try to think, like, what other artistic endeavors have I seen do that type of thing, right? So when I think of music, closest thing I can think of is like Life Jennings. I don't know if you know him.
Yeah.
But he did an album where there was like continuums through the song that were quite heartful, and they created the story. Like, I've never seen a rapper do a monologue. Like, that's like a full
thing.
It was dope to me.
I appreciate it.
Super artistic. How about rap aside? You know what I mean? That was a real artistic thing to do.
Okay.
And then I like that it had so much thought behind it. I'm so glad you weren't like, oh, just a show.
Well, now I'll say specifically with why on monologue side. So I want to do with my career, I want to do acting and music. That's like a big thing that I wanted to do. And I know a lot of times, I I played sports growing up. And so when you used to see people play sports and they wanted to play basketball and football and do certain things, if you never really saw a nigga hoop, but you seen him play football, like that's just kind of how it is. If you don't really see a nigga do it, you don't really like stay. A nigga can hit me like stay in my lane, but nigga can't tell me to stay in my lane if I jumped out the window like that. If I jumped out the window with the next thing that we're about to do, and they can't tell me to stay in my lane. And they ain't seen nobody that what I'm about to do since like DMX was in Romeo Must Die and dropped 2 albums in the same year. Like they ain't seen nothing like what I'm trying to do for real.
Your acting was way more powerful than that.
Oh, but no, I appreciate that. I'm just saying like, where they were at though.
DMX acts as DMX in movies.
Well, yeah, for sure. Yeah, for sure.
That was crazy. You had a Southern accent? Was I picking up a Southern accent or something?
Nah, that's how I talk. That's how I talk.
I mean, it didn't seem like you, which is great. That's what I'm saying. I mean, you fully see, and even though it was about your personal story and all that,
I embodied another character for
bro.
you.
It was so dope.
I appreciate it.
To me, I loved it. And then also, like you said, because like I always think with rappers, like this kind of the dumb part, like the street cred, the this, the that, or whatever. Like I feel like, although I don't know because I haven't met him, but I feel like if I was hanging out with like Rio de Young and he saw that, he'd be like, "Oh, that was cool," or "What is that?" or would not understand it. But me, as a person who loves acting, I love acting. Number one.
Well, I'll say this is where I'll say that I'll disagree. I think that there are somebody like Rio and people like that you say, those are the people who appreciate that type shit the most.
That's possible. I
would say that the people, a lot of people who of that texture that you're talking about appreciate the fact that I can be so vulnerable and present my trauma that way. So I would say they appreciate it more because they not gonna get on camera and cry about that shit.
Never.
They just gonna sit it back and do. But they can low key. I'll just say appreciate the guy who will. And I ain't no bitch ass nigga, so it ain't like you feel me. This nigga's a cornball who decided to put something out. Like, oh no, like respect. Okay, for sure. I said, how can I say? I want to say this a nice way. I sent that to a lot of my friends who don't have Instagrams and shit like that. Let me just put it like that. They don't have Instagrams or all. You feel me? They don't be on social media, do all that one shit, and they was just like, dang, okay. Yo, you different, bro. Like, it's just a different thing. Like, they can appreciate that, too. So, outside of the rah-rah and the other thing, like you said, is separate from music. And if they would have saw, I always put it to them this way. If you hating on me, if you saw somebody that you like do what I just did, you would have loved it. So, you can't hate on me.
I mean, I loved it regardless.
You know what I mean? No, I just meant in general. Like, if somebody that you like did that and you didn't like it, okay, cool. But if I did it and you didn't like it because it was me, but you saw your favorite rapper decide to do that same thing and you was like, oh my God, this nigga's so dope and artistic, then yeah, bro, I'm just fired like that. It's cool. You'll grow to like me one day. Like, it's okay.
Yeah. What I was trying to say, though, is because I am a fan of, like, thespianism, the type of marketability you're putting yourself at by doing stuff like that is outstanding. I'm saying as an outside of the hip hop thing, like viewer, I saw such raw talent.
Thank
like
you.
I was like,
thank you.
Oh, this nigga needs to be on Netflix. 100%. Like, oh, okay.
Thank you.
That was
my manager
cool.
hears all of this. But yeah, man, thank you.
But like, really, it's a project like that.
I'm happy that it actually came across. Like, I haven't actually been able to talk to people outside of my people about how they took it, outside of the comments and stuff like that. But I haven't been able to hear somebody, okay, when you saw that, what'd you actually think? Like, what'd you think about
it? Super high quality.
Thank you.
So, like, definitely played the role really well.
Okay.
Yeah, I thought it was very good.
Did you take something from it?
What do you mean?
Like, did you, was it memorable for you?
Yes.
Okay.
For sure.
Yeah. Not whether or not I
was zoned in
from it
I was zoned in for the whole thing.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So that's really good because
thank you.
I think that's something that's really hard to do.
High retention rate.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, like over 15 seconds, you know, because how our lives are set up now.
Yeah.
I feel that. Sure. You jump on your phone, get
you know, like that's how reels are set up and everything. We've been trained.
Yeah.
15 seconds. I watched the whole thing. So
Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm happy it came across like the right way. For sure. Ed is just doing stuff like that. It's a lot more of that to come.
That's what I was gonna say. Are you gonna do more of those type of like So you know Life Jennings? It seemed like you
I just know who he. I mean, I'm into music. So.
I meant like you remember that
Yeah, I remember that. Yeah, I remember that time. I remember that time.
Yeah,
I remember.
And he did that album. I forget what it's called. It was like 20. It was some time period, but you know how he did that thing in between every song. Are you gonna do more projects of that where you do like a monologue, cutting into a song? I'm not saying to do it. Yeah. I was just kind of saying
skits,
like skits in it.
No, what he just did, like
just like that.
Whatever it is, whatever his new idea is.
Oh, well, I'll put it like this. Yeah. The way I would, yes and no. I did that because it was something that I thought was cool. Okay, perfect example. I have an idea right now where I'm, because I don't care. These niggas can't do it like me, so I'll share it. We're gonna go to a rock climbing wall, and I'm gonna shoot the whole monologue as a person that is stuck on the side of a wall.
Okay.
It's gonna be very hard to keep somebody's attention like that, but I'm gonna do it. That has nothing to do with one of my songs at all. There's no song that I talk about fucking rock climbing and being stuck on the side of a wall. But if I can invoke some type of emotion from me, I don't even know if it'll be a comedy or if it's going to be like, I don't know what it's going to be. That's just where we put it in the air at and where we're going to start. But that doesn't tie into anything specific. I'll say if we were going to do something that tied in with a project, I would shoot a movie and make the album the soundtrack of that, and then let it play together.
The whole movie?
Yeah, I would let the whole movie, not like the whole movie was a music video, but as if like
it played through the whole thing.
You understood that when track one played, it made sense for like, I have a song, I'll just give an example. I have a song called Winter is Coming. So if the opening shot of the entire thing was like a drone shot, like you feel me, picture a drone shot flying through some trees, it's snowing, coming over top. I got a husky. You just see my husky running through some snow, but my song Winter is Coming is playing. Track 2 is Kiss the Ring, and now you see me, and it's popping and stuff like that. But it's not like, I mean, it's a story going on. It has nothing to do with my music, but the music is still, I'm not saying it, but the music is just carrying the story. It's not the story.
Yes, but it is your new album that you'd be doing this concept with, right? Like a new album you'd be doing it with, right?
I would, a album.
Conceptually.
Not a album, not my next album or nothing like that. No. That's just
I get
an
what
idea.
You're saying. Yeah. You're telling a whole separate story with the visuals, then what you're verbally saying.
Yes.
I get what you're saying. That's fucking cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that is cool.
And then, like, I guess all I was trying to say is, like, what you created there kind of seems like a nice little formula that you could reduplicate. Like, to just, like, give
how I Forgive You What Would Have Paid was a person. Because, honestly,
monologue song.
But in reality, in the thought process, those were two different independent thoughts. What we did for If Pain Was a Person, we said, all right, we wanted to shoot a trauma meeting. And, like, outside of that, like, we wanted to drop something separate. Like, we really did it. Like, you know what I'm saying? We really had, like, meet with these people. We talked to people. You know what I'm saying? It was cool. So that really didn't have anything to do with I Forgive You, but it made sense for what we shot it in the same day. So like that. It made sense for what we were doing. So it was cool.
You could just do it again though, like with the new thing.
Yeah.
It's a cool, like, you created a duplicatable concept that I ain't ever seen. Nothing that even remind me of it since Life. And that was cool for me. Like, you could do that. You could do conceptually again, like, I don't know, because you're the artist of it, but to keep it serious, like, I'm just gonna rip people off, like you did, like a Breaking Bad, like you're Jesse, which I was thinking the whole time, he could be a black Jesse with the type of acting he had. He totally could play Jesse. He could play Jesse, dude. Yeah, it was insane to me.
Jesse Pinkman.
Yeah, like, but you could do that thing over and over, and it's real captivating.
Or have you guys seen Jarhead?
Yeah.
Okay, so you know the This Is My Rifle? Yeah, I thought I wanted to do This Is My Rifle. I thought, like, for real, I would kill it.
Oh, you're gonna redo that?
Yeah. This is my rifle. You feel me? What he did, he locked it. Had to do shook in that motherfucker.
Here's my question: are you gonna do it completely like that, or are you gonna play it off of like relatability, like a street kid, maybe him and his pistol, but it's my rifle, but you stick to the script with your words?
I actually wasn't even thinking of it like that. I'm thinking of it more of something more tangible, not even as it being a gun. I was thinking of like, we were taking it in a different level. That's why I said I don't even mind sharing this shit because niggas not gonna be able to do it like me.
Okay, you don't gotta.
But no, I will. I don't care. I don't care. It's more like a yeah. I was, our play in my mind wasn't even like this is my rifle. It was more like what everybody thinks, like what everybody You watch Black Mirror?
Yeah.
Okay. One of those, like, you could see me giving this, like, this is my rifle thing, but at the same time, it's like, I'm talking about a cell phone.
Okay. Yeah.
Or I'm talking about
He took it further.
Yeah.
But I'm talking about, like, something that you just, this is my rifle, but it's not, like, this is my microphone.
To the
this
dangerous.
Is my, yeah, if I'm an alcoholic, this
Yeah.
is my bottle.
Yeah.
This is my, you feel
Which
me?
one? Oh, you're just saying any of them.
I'm saying you'll be able to see all of this at the same time, but understand my words, not what you're saying.
Oh, why not? He's right.
You know what I mean?
That is...
Either way it go, this is that. And then how he broke it down and put it to him was that what I took from it. That's what I'm saying. That's why that's what you take from it. What I took from the scene wasn't the fact that he was really going to shoot him. It was like, do you understand what you getting yourself into for real and you playing? Like, I'll shoot you in your face.
That is what it is.
Like, I'll
yeah,
shoot
that is
you
what that
dead
means.
in your face. Like, what you know what you really getting yourself into? Make a better decision, because this is that. I could say that same thing about your cell phone.
No, you. That's why. And then also in the same video, you could say it about your drink, your cell phone. Just my mind was thinking limited to the one thing.
Because
you're right. You can do it all.
Because my words and a visual is two different things. I could show you a bunch of things while I'm talking.
Yeah, and it's still connected to that same root, like the full monologue. This is my rifle. This is my gun.
Yeah, I'm a genius.
But I don't think you should say that though, right? You do sound genius though.
Thank you.
Just so you know.
Thank you.
Yeah, but why don't you tell them your name?
Yeah. Hi. Hi. My name's Champagne937. But you from Champagne?
What is the 937?
I'm from Dayton, Ohio. That's my area code.
Okay.
My area code. So, actually, yeah, even that, if you repping Jetway Records or got 937 in your name or something like that, that's something me and my niggas started 100%. Like, swear to God. Like, so, yeah. But yeah, I'm from Dayton, Ohio. My record label is Jetway Records. Jetway stands for Just Enjoy the Way. It's Jetway Records LLC. Ladies love champagne. Yeah, that's me.
And
thank you for having me.
What kind of LLC is it? Is it an entertainment company? Are you a media company? What are you?
We are a full service record. I could read.
Oh, record label. You said that, right?
But yeah, we're a full service record label. But we have a production company as well, Central City Productions, where we got like photographers, videographers. We can outsource, shoot some shit for you if you need it.
Music videos, you're saying? If other rappers are watching this.
I'll shoot you a commercial. If you got a bread, ladies, if you got a bread or you've got a hairline or you have lashes, you need somebody to shoot like your reel for your lashes. Like these niggas, fuck these niggas, they music videos. Ladies, if you need somebody to shoot your lash videos or you want, I got niggas, if y'all need some OnlyFans content, I got guys for that too who shoot. They not pervs, they just shoot. They don't want nothing, but whatever you need, we're full service, whatever.
All right.
Yeah, for
Cool.
sure.
So, Ohio, right?
Dayton, Ohio, the Dayton Dragon.
Yeah. I wanted to ask you, though, how did your father pass away? I know you mentioned that. Can you get into the story of that?
Vaguely, yeah. I can tiptoe around it.
Okay.
I can play with it. It depends on what you want. Like, just how did he pass?
Like, I don't care about anything illegal. I guess I care more about
what was it like.
What was it like when he was there in your life? How did that feel? And then were you exposed to the when he died part?
Yeah,
that part.
So my dad was heavily involved in my life. He was a big part of my life, my upbringing. He was heavily around. He got killed December 9th, 2004. I was 10. My dad got killed. So the December 8th, I was at my dad's house. I had a AAU basketball game the day before. He dropped me off at school the morning of December 9th. It was a Thursday. And I was waiting for him to pick me up. And he got killed by someone close to him. It was a home invasion. And yeah.
Pick you up from where?
From school. He dropped me off at school in the morning. So my mom was my mom's a principal now, but at the time she was a 4th grade teacher. And I have twin sisters who just turned 23 yesterday. Actually.
Identical?
So no, fraternal. But happy birthday to Kayla and Kyla. Their birthday was yesterday.
Happy birthday.
Yes. So my sister Kyla actually had a kidney transplant. So my mom was in the hospital with her at the time. So I went to the same school that my mom taught at.
Okay.
So it wouldn't have been an issue if my mom was at work, but my mom was in the hospital with my sister at the time. So I was staying with my dad at my dad's house, and my
So they were divorced.
They weren't together. They were never married.
are separated or whatever. Okay.
They were together. My dad was they were together.
Ever since you remember, you're saying you'd see him from really young, but they were not together. He'd come and you'd see him.
I would say this probably from the time up until I was probably able to understand, I probably thought that they were together because I never saw no difference. Like, my parents weren't like that. Like, they both loved me equally, but if they had an issue, they didn't make it my problem. Like, they just, they had nothing to do with me. They co-parented great.
That's good. You're lucky. That's a good thing.
Yeah, they co-parented great. Like, and then even my mom got married to someone else, like my stepdad. My stepdad actually just passed recently, last year. Rest in peace,
Sorry
Brian.
to hear that.
Yeah, he just passed. But so my sister was in the hospital. My mom was in the hospital staying with her, so she wasn't at work that day. So my dad was supposed to come pick me up from school. He dropped me off that morning, told me he'd be back to pick me up that afternoon. He never came to pick me up, so I was calling him. He wasn't answering, so I ended up calling my mom. My mom was in the hospital. She couldn't pick me up. So my grandpa came to pick me up. My grandpa's a preacher. That's my man, though. He actually is the first black point guard to ever play at the University of Louisville. He's in the Hall of Fame at University of Louisville.
Nice.
He played with Wes Unseld, Butch Beard, bunch of guys, bunch of legends. He's the man. It's my guy. He's the GOAT. Swear to God. He played with the Washington Bullets. You feel me? He's the man. Him and Ali, like, they got hella pictures together. He the guy out in Louisville. He's my guy. But he came and picked me up. And we went to our church, and I remember we were just, he was cleaning up, getting some stuff. We were just kicking it. And my Uncle Keith called him, and long story short, told him my dad was dead. My dad was killed. They found my dad. He was killed.
Your dad, his son?
No.
Not your mom's, or your mom's grandpa?
This is my mom's dad.
Okay.
Yeah, this is my mom's dad. He called. I remember him telling me vividly. I remember him telling me that my dad was dead. I remember how he reacted on the phone. I remember everything. And yeah, he told me. He told me that he died and that he was dead. And I remember he put his arm around me, and he told me that he was straight up about it, but he was just like, I remember vividly how he said it was like, your dad is dead. Like, you know what I'm saying? He passed away, and he's not coming back. Like, let's be clear. Like, you know, he's not coming back. So that's just how it was told to me. My mom at the time was under the impression that my dad still picked me up. She didn't know that my dad didn't ever come and get me. So she thought that I was still at the house of my dad and that I was killed in the situation and everything that happened, or that they took me. Because my mom was at the hospital. She didn't know what had happened to me.
But she knew something happened to your father. She knew.
My mom actually was crazy on her side. My mom was in the hospital with my sister and chilling. You know how you be in the hospital, so the news just be on, and on the news it popped up, man killed in Trotwood home, and showed my dad's house and his car and everything. That's how my mom found out, from the news in the hospital.
Ooh.
Yeah. So she didn't know where I was at. She was calling trying to figure out where, and because she thought I was with my dad.
Makes sense, for sure.
Yeah, because like I said, they didn't have no issues. My mom didn't have to call and make sure my dad wouldn't pick me up. Like, they didn't have to talk about that. My dad coming to get me. It's cool.
Yeah, so that was probably kind of worse then, right? Because he's always came and got you.
Yeah, for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, for sure. It was crazy. So
10 years old. What was it? What kind of 10-year-old were you, I guess, is my kind of curious question. I'm just curious, were you, because, you know, sometimes when you're 10 years old, you're a little bit more grown. Sometimes you're still like.
Yeah, I was grown. My dad's sold drugs heavy.
Okay.
In the city where I'm from. So I was grown. I was grown enough to know what was going on, and I did. You feel me? I did a lot. I did a lot. So I did.
You had a more grown behavior, though, a more mature behavior, right? You're probably around adults.
I'm gonna say it two different ways, though. A lot of people you hear say this is they say that they were mature because of their environment or something that went on. I'm going to credit this to my actual family. Like, I'm going to give a real thing. Like, I was more mature because my great-grandmother would take me to Frisch's in the morning when I was 4 or 5 years old, and we'd read the newspaper, and we'd do little shit. And, like, my mom and them, like, they nurtured me. Like, I was grown. I knew a lot of street shit because my dad made me help crack when he got pulled over. But outside of all that rah-rah niggas be talking about, I'm a good kid because my family, I'm mature because I could do more. I thought more of myself when I was 10. It wasn't because I was I was running around and thought that I could just be outside and do whatever, even though maybe I was outside. Like, I ain't lying. Like, we got pulled over on our way to Golden Corral. My dad made me crack, nigga. Don't open your hands until I come back. I don't care who come back. Don't open your hands until I come back. You feel me? Period. Like, I remember that's happened multiple times. So, like, outside of that, though, like, on a maturity level, like, I'm going to get in trouble if I don't have an A or a B. Like, it's not, I don't give a fuck my day still crack or not. That nigga don't give a fuck. Like, nigga, what are you doing?
Yeah.
No, like, they care about me. So that's why I was a more mature kid because of that. And outside of him dying, and it wasn't I never felt like I could use that as an excuse to be an asshole.
Oh, that's good.
Yeah,
that's the worst.
Yeah, I never felt like that was like, because my daddy did, I could just be a jerk ass nigga.
The only reason I ask is because when I was 5, my brother passed away, right? My brother was shot. Okay. And the only thing I was trying to feel out is because, and it doesn't matter how you became mature, but like you said she made you read the newspaper?
Yeah, or just
that will mature a child.
Yeah,
to have to read that information coming in.
Yeah. See, like, that was the funny thing about my dad, though. When you hear, like, when you get like a real deep dive really into him, my great grandparents are veterinarians from the city. So, like, the fact that my dad sold drugs and shit is really, like, funny. Like, to me, like, when you think about it now I get it because of a lot of stuff that I just understand that went on and just where he even took it. But, like, when I hear stories now, like, my dad was little, like, my grandparents was taking this nigga to the operas and going to see Michael Jackson and going to see a bunch of crazy shit, do shit. So when I was a kid and by the time I was born, yeah, it was just certain stuff that I was doing. But at that time, my dad just lived a different life. So I was just exposed to a couple of different things. And I was really good at sports young.
Yeah.
I was really good at sports.
But you were mature when you got the news.
When I got the news, it hurt me. I didn't really, I can say, my grandpa helped me through that a lot. My mom and them, they helped me through that a lot. I'll say I'm mature enough to know that he wasn't coming back, but I wouldn't say I was mature enough to know that he wasn't coming back, and I was mature enough to know that just because he's gone, nobody's going to give me some shit. Like, you don't get a fucking free token because you lost your dad.
Yeah,
I did know that. So I can't say how mature I was then, but I did know you don't get no, like, nigga, you ain't special because you lost your daddy.
No, for sure. Like,
but no, not for sure though. It's a lot of niggas running around here who think because they lost somebody owe them some shit.
Yeah, but if you were to ever say that on my show, I would say nobody owes you anything. I don't care that you lost your father.
Okay, for sure, respect.
So that's kind of
respect though.
That's why I
you
like
feel
that
what I'm saying?
Oh fuck yeah.
No, I know niggas who ain't got neither parent.
I just wanted to get the picture because, like, so when my brother passed when I was 5, wasn't mature yet. Like, I was still spinning in circles until I felt pukey.
So you didn't understand. Oh, you were still like, oh, okay.
I did when they told me, but I wasn't mature till that moment. So I was trying to capture.
That's what matured you.
That's what I wanted to know. Were you already a mature 10-year-old? You know what I mean? Like, because I already went through tragedy at that point. At 10, I was mature. Like, my parents got divorced at 8, and I remember thinking, oh, that's what happens. I wasn't like...
I wasn't gonna say I was as mature as people would think. I was just a good kid, man. I was. It hurt me. I had. This is what I wish everybody could do, even at a young age, because I think this is what helped me get through. I had real goals when I was a kid. Like,
before you lost your father.
Yeah, I had real goals before my dad died. He had goals for me. Like my dad was getting it. My dad used to pick me up in a limo when I was like from like second grade to 5th grade. My dad used to pick me up from school in a limo.
Dope.
He used to pick my teammates up before, like he used to make all the parents meet at a park, and then he'd drive us to the football game in the limo before we played like teams and stuff like that. There was like stuff that like I just wanted to like. I always wanted more. You know what I mean? So him dying wasn't going to be the reason why I couldn't, you know what I'm saying? I never had to look outside my family for a role model.
Did he instill that in you though? That one more? Like because of that kind of stuff, the limo and the thing?
No, not necessarily, because without that, if you look on the other side, my grandpa played in the NBA. My grandpa was the starting point guard at the University of Louisville. Like my grandpa did a bunch of other stuff. And then even on the other side, like my mom was in the marching band at Central State and played at the Rose Bowl while she was pregnant with me.
Yeah.
Like Nah, like
so your whole family feels legacy.
I just don't want to be the nigga who's gonna glorify the nigga who sold all the drugs. There's a lot of people outside of the nigga who sold the dope who had a lot to do with, you feel me? Love my dad to death, but there's people who had real intricate, who's alive, who did a lot for me to glorify the guy who passed away. Love my daddy to death, and that is it's a touchy situation for me because it's crazy, but you know, I'd rather appreciate what helped it push further past that than like what was lost then. Because I just see so many people make excuses for where they not at right now because of something that they lost in. And I've lost so much that I appreciate, like outside of even that, I've lost so much more after that I just appreciate what I got right here.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But
I just want to know your first loss.
Oh, no. I'm not talking about what you asked. I'm answering like there's a lot of people who going to see this. I'm answering a broad question outside of what you answered. Yeah. There's people who answer what I said, but after I said it, them niggas is watching on YouTube and asked another question to themselves, and I just answered that for them too.
I got you.
That's 100%. All I'm saying. That's all I'm saying. So I got a question for you. So when you were 5 and you lost, actually, wait, before I go there, have you lost anybody at a young age?
Like I lost my grandpa, but I mean that's about it.
That was okay. So when it happened for you and in that capacity, do you think that is what decided to mature you when by the time you were 10 years old? Is that what made you grow up?
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
That's why I was just curious if you already had a maturing moment. Like,
I think I just had support.
So did I. And that's like, so I feel like having a lot of support can also make you less mature, depending on the support.
Yeah, because they can coddle you.
So like your grandmother making you read real news, very smart. Yeah. Makes you see real things, especially if she made you know this is real.
Yeah,
you're reading a real thing.
Look at it like that for sure.
So I just meant for me at that moment, I was still not. I was immature. Okay. I didn't know, like, you know, my parents paid for us to be in California right now to visit my brother and blah 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 blah. Everything was fucking frilly willy. And then my brother got shot. He was a police officer, line of duty, shot. And my mom, half asleep, told me like the same thing. Like basically, did it stop?
Yes. Actually, no, it's not.
All right, just the light turned off.
Yeah.
All right.
Cool. You good.
But yeah. So that moment, because then she said it like half asleep to me, and I just remember I couldn't sleep, bro. I was like, my brother dead. It was a shocker.
Yeah.
Shocker.
And you were 5, you said?
Yeah.
Okay, so my nephew is 3. I could only imagine that. I can only imagine having to tell him. I mean, that's 2 years from now. He'll be a little more mature, but I can only imagine telling 5-year-olds that. So
yeah, it's a weird limbo place where you're still playing with make believe friends. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then like real people leave.
Yeah,
so,
you know what I mean. I just know on a well, that's your bro. I was thinking of a dad standpoint, but even like to say. I even look at it like an uncle. Just imagine if it was that. Like, if it was me, like, oh, some shit like that. That's crazy for a 5-year-old if you around and this nigga play with you, you do this, you know this guy.
Gone.
Like, it's a bond that you, for sure.
Yeah.
That, so did you understood, like, he's not coming back?
Oh, yeah.
Okay.
Oh, yeah. Because I knew what death was because my grandpa died when I was 3, but I didn't know him enough to care.
That was my first.
If you know what I mean. I didn't
That was my first experience.
Your grandfather passing away?
No, hell no. My dad.
That was your first break.
Yeah, and my so it happened like this. So it was my first experience, and it happened unexpected. But my dad died December 9th, 2004, and then my uncle James died of cancer in 2006, December 6th.
Expected. You saw it coming. You saw him.
Yeah.
going
Okay.
away.
So I'm actually going too far. My dad died December 9th, 2004. My great grandfather died December 9th, 2005. My uncle died December 6, 2006, which was like, it was like a thing. He died of lung cancer. But, again, I'm not saying that on a thing, but it was like...
they're different. You should say it. When one gets shot or one, like, you see it happening, it's a way... I'd rather... I know it sounds kind of sick. The see it happening is easier to me because my
stepdad just passed that way. So, my stepdad died a year ago.
From what?
Like complications with his kidneys.
Okay. So kidney failure.
Yeah.
So dialysis, he had to go to dialysis.
He was on dialysis. So my sister had kidney problems as well. So my sister was on dialysis. I told you they just turned 23 though, but my sister was on dialysis growing up, and which was cool. That's part of like our bond for real. My sister used to have to be on like the bag for like 8 hours a night. You feel me? But my stepdad, he was going to dialysis, things like that, and he had we were living in Miami at the time actually when he passed.
Love it there.
Yeah, Miami was dope. But yeah, we were living out there at the time when he passed, and it was that was a crazy time in itself. That was different than losing my dad. I mean, I ain't gonna lie, and that's like my dad. My dad died when I was 10. My mom and my stepdad got married when I was 11, and he's been in my life up until last year. So you know what I mean? It's a long time. So I could even say that even probably hurt more than losing my actual dad. You know what I mean? Like that's it.
'Cause you were older too.
I was old, but it was also I could see I'm also in a position where I couldn't really deal with that the same way. I was able to cry and be emotional when I was 10. You're not able to do that at 27.
Why not? You did it online. It was beautiful.
But that wasn't about that.
I know, but if you could do it there, then you definitely could do it at home. Like with you and God, I don't know if that's you.
No. That's not what I meant. I've done that alone. I mean, like when you're 10, you have that support that I'm talking about. It's acceptable then for you to just be the broken down person because of this situation. At 27, it's not that okay.
I don't know. It should be. I don't think it shouldn't be. Now, when it comes to, like, dropping your responsibilities, no, sir.
No, what I'm saying is when you not even drop your responsibilities, when you have responsibilities based off whatever trauma now because you're 27. When you're 10, you're able to just feel. When you're 27, you got to do.
But you're not allowed to feel? Or it's not socially accepted?
I'm not going to even say socially accepted. I don't think that in my position, and only speaking about me, I'm not going to say that you can't feel, but if you put your feelings above what it needs to be done, this shit's going to fall down.
Okay.
When I'm 10 years old, I can fall down. I don't have to worry about who's going to pick up the pieces.
Have you ever heard of ayahuasca?
No. What's that?
It's like a one-time psychedelic experience that people do.
Okay.
Like all right, so people do it for healing, right? Emotional healing or whatever, but a lot of people do it for drugs. So I know you don't got a drug problem, but let's say so heroin addicts do this stuff one time, and they don't do heroin ever again.
Okay.
But the only reason I bring it up is because you know how you're like, so that seems like a time issue, right? Like it's gonna knock you off your square getting your stuff done. Like maybe you should look into ayahuasca because it's like a weekend retreat. You plan 2 days of your life to go, force this emotional experience that you don't have time to deal with as a real adult on the ground. I'm saying I fucking understand what you're saying.
Okay.
I agree with it. And then
it's just because the way it's said. Oh, actually, finish. Tell me about it. Go ahead.
There's ayahuasca and then ibogaine, and those are the two one-time psychedelic drugs that I would advise you to definitely look into. Because what I'm saying is, no, you should though. Regardless, even though you feel that way, you should be able to heal. You should be able to.
Where do people find this shit at?
Those things.
Yeah, like where do people even do this?
Ann Arbor is where you could do the ayahuasca.
Can we do it tomorrow? We gonna do it tomorrow? So we'll go tomorrow. You'll come? Come with me.
I mean, I don't want to do it. First off, we both can't do it. What do you
I didn't say don't do it with me. Come with me
I'll
so I can do it.
I'll come with you.
Talking about hey, come on, do the coke, bro. You don't want to be there when I do the coke? Damn. Don't make me fucking do the drugs alone.
I mean, because you might not want me there eventually. Like, it's a shamanistic, you're there with other people.
Here, I'm gonna say it like this, but again, he know me, bro.
You might want him there.
Nah, but it's not even about that.
I mean, you're gonna shit yourself in front of me, bro. Are you want me
like
there?
Pooping?
Yeah.
Nah, okay, come on, bro. No, I don't
that's what I'm saying. Like,
yeah, no, okay. If
you gotta look it up.
If it's all that, then cool.
Or maybe you'll vomit or something.
Okay, I didn't know if it was all. I didn't know. I'm probably not gonna go that far. But I didn't know it was all.
It's a one-time psychoactive experience. So ibogaine specifically is an African.
But this shit's in Ann Arbor. How much does this shit cost?
I think an ayahuasca ceremony when I saw it last was like $1,200.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I think it's $1,200.
All right, they just do this shit every day.
I doubt that. Like that. I mean, it's a real like I said, it's people who have a heroin problem. You know what I mean? People are dying.
But it's like on some healing shit.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go with my mama.
So it's just definitely.
I'm gonna go with my mama.
I definitely don't think you could do it every day.
I wouldn't do it. I'm saying I'm gonna go with my mom.
Yeah, I meant them, the ceremony people. I don't think they have the energy to do those every day. So I think it's just like a weekend. If you really want to do it, it's like a weekend thing, and also you have to prepare your diet correctly. Like I don't know what you eat, but like you can't eat red meat 3 to 7 days before. You have to take an MAOI inhibitor. Yeah. But like there's good science behind it too, like that it resets specific parts of your brain that like SSRI drugs inhibit for you. So people pop this drug every day and then it does it for them. This drug one time has been shown to restart that and make your brain naturally produce a normal amount for up to 9 months. 9 to 12 months, I think is what it said.
This is crazy. Okay,
Yeah.
and it's text me the ayahuasca. I'm not gonna forget that, but I may forget it. Text it to me.
Yeah, I'll tell you for sure. Hardcore though, for sure. But actually, I'll tell you though about the ibogaine. I want to talk because it's from Africa though, so I think that's interesting because I mean none of us are from Africa, but we're all kind of from Africa originally.
I be telling girls I'm Egyptian.
You are. Egypt is Africa.
Listen, that does.
That's what they lie to us about.
I'm saying it.
That's the facts, bro.
I ain't lying. Right, baby, I ain't lying. I'm from Egypt. I'm Champagne.
Facts. That's what they don't
Come
know.
on, babe. You feel me?
Facts.
Call Kyra.
Yep. We were just looking it up,
I'm
dude.
from Egypt. That's all I want to say is I'm from Egypt.
But I just wanted to say it though because it's like over there when they do it, ibogaine, they give it to like babies, newborn babies. They give it to every single person in the village. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it is an insane, crazy, intense psychoactive thing.
Could I do something wild that I think y'all have never done on y'all podcast before?
What?
Can I take a break for 1 second?
Yeah.
No. I want y'all to keep talking, but I want my manager to sit right here and answer whatever question y'all have
Oh,
asked
that's
for
fine.
him.
If you want me to, yeah, that's cool. I have not seen that. I like that though. It reminds me of No Jumper.
Right.
Some questions about me.
All right. I can do that. How old were you when you met him?
So we met in college. I had to be 2017 when I transferred. So we played football in college. I was probably 22, 21.
Dope. What position?
So I played defensive end, outside linebacker. Brody was a quarterback. He was a quarterback of the team and stuff like that. So, yeah, I ended up transferring there, and that's where I met him. I met him when I transferred and stuff. And he was real cool. We had a lot in common, which was weird. I ain't never really met too many niggas that I had a lot in common with.
Really?
And stuff. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, for real. I don't really befriend too many niggas and stuff like that. I got 3. I can put it like this. I had 5 friends. 3 of them been my friends since I was 6.
You mean growing? Okay.
Yeah,
that means you're a good person.
That, and I don't really throw that friend word around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So, that's how we ended up meeting and stuff like that. We ended up actually moving in together. We lived in an apartment together for like 2.5 years and stuff like that.
You ever know any people though that really have so many friends? You ever meet that guy that's just got so many friends?
Yeah. Well,
I'm always I'm not that guy. I'm envious of that guy, dude.
No, I'm not. It's
I'm
weird.
just, to be honest,
I'm gonna be honest.
A little bit I am.
You're
not, but I'm saying
I don't really believe you could have that many friends. Honestly, I'm gonna be honest. Like the way you're saying friends is you would ask me, oh, that's your friend. I would say we're cool. I know who he is. Not a friend. A friend is somebody. If I'm locked up.
No, the opposite way of what he's saying is there's hella niggas who love me, fuck with me, who would look at me like they're my friends. You're my friend.
Right. 100%. And like what I say with a friend is, if it's 2:30 in the morning and I'm in jail, it's only a handful of people that I can call that's actually gonna bail me out. That's a friend. Other than that, we cool and I know you.
Yeah.
Probably not to like 10 business associate.
See, I agree with that, and I feel like that mind state though makes me if I walk into a party, I'm sociable with everyone, but I'm not friends with everyone. Right. There's that guy that walks in the party. It seems as if he really is friends with all these people, and it's crazy.
Nah, I'm gonna be real. They're not. They're cool. they're cool. They know each other. They know that he.
They all
cool
like him. They all like him.
He cool for one thing. He cool for another thing. Yo, we both cool. What's going on, man? How you doing? If anything happened, they're not calling each other for help.
No one's got 70 friends. You're right.
So
I know.
That's what I'm saying. Like other people, they say friends. If you ask me, yo, we cool.
But how many are? Don't you feel like they have more down for them though out of that group? Or are you saying it's more fakes? Because I might have the wrong perception. You know what I mean?
I'm gonna be honest. So, like, I hate to take it there, but like, I have to put it to like when you see these street artists and stuff like that. And in the videos, you'll see 10, 20 niggas and stuff like
30
that.
niggas.
You see what I'm saying? And I think it's more of a thing where they stick together because of the environment that they come from. Me and him come from the same environment, which was we had a lot in common. Like how he said his dad sold drugs. My dad was a street hustler and things like that. Nice. I'm not that. I'm not that by no means. I think that's good. My dad got 2 strikes. He did almost 15 years in the pen. That was before I was born. See what I'm saying? Married twice. You know, all type of street shit. Was on heroin in the 80s. You see what I'm saying? Brought itself all the way back. That was all before I was born.
Married
stuff
twice,
like that.
though. I like that.
That ain't got nothing to do with me. You see what I'm saying? Right. Just because my dad was on drugs, did drugs, sold drugs, or whatever. 2-parent household, like he said, that don't give me no right to act like an asshole. You see what I'm saying? So
yeah, dude.
I think it really depends on the environment. Like I said, the hood guys, they come from an environment where they kind of got to stick together. I have a village within my own people, so you know I don't know. You get what I'm saying?
I get what you're saying.
That's kind of what I'm saying. I'll put it on just the environment where I come from. I don't really befriend too many niggas. I don't really got to.
Right.
I don't have to. You know what I'm saying? And again, that's not to like try to diss them like, oh, they got to, but that's just kind of what I see. That's what I think. You see what I'm saying? The environment makes them stick together more. See what I'm saying?
I still think it looks nice, I guess is all I'm saying.
No,
Maybe even envious is a nice word.
Don't get me wrong.
It just looks like
looks nice.
It looks nice.
Yeah,
it definitely looks nice.
You know, it looks nice.
Maybe it's not even nice, too.
Bro,
I don't know. I don't live there.
I
don't live there.
I'm gonna be honest. It's not really. I know niggas.
I've known him like 10 years, like 11 years. All my friends I've known like 15 years.
That's honestly the way you should keep it. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not saying you should be closed in and you shouldn't be open to new friends, because if that was the case, I would never have met him and be in the position that I am right now, doing what I'm doing now. You see what I'm saying?
Football.
So I'm not saying that, but what I'm saying is use the friend word a little bit less. Everybody ain't your friend.
You're saying that's a tight word.
And then when people understand that, then I think like you would be less emotional when certain people do certain things. You see what I'm saying? You would be prepared or expected or wouldn't be caught off guard because, oh my God, this was his friend. No, that's not your friend. You just know him. You met him at the club. Y'all like the same girl. Y'all had a cheer. Y'all got one thing in common. Y'all like the same cars. Y'all not cool. I mean, y'all cool, but y'all not friends.
Am I emotional like that?
What?
Did you say I do that?
What do you do?
Like he said, like, am I over emotional? I think someone's really my friend and they're not my friend. I do that to him? I don't do that. Do I do that?
No, you just overreact to things.
To everything, though.
Yeah.
That's just okay. Yeah, that's what I do, though. That's what I like. Okay.
But you know, not to say.
Oh, I was saying it wasn't friend related.
I just was double checking my own behavior. I want to make sure that I'm not doing that. You know, like real quick befriending people, because I've known him so long. I can know he could do a little Rolodex.
Right.
Outside of myself.
Right.
That's what I was saying.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
Because that is ugly.
You have any more champagne manager?
No. I was just helping whatever you were doing. Yeah, bro.
Hey, man, let's start getting back on here, bro. I don't even like the spotlight. Only the music videos. You mind touching that one? I got you.
Sorry, guys. I had to pee.
Nice.
Champagne. Man, champagne. I had to pee, man. Sorry.
But
what's up? We're back.
We are back at it.
We are back.
So you've been rapping for 2 years.
I've been rapping for 2 years.
Is that how long you've been writing?
Yeah, I ain't never wanted to rap before. I used to think about it. Well,
that's impressive.
I'll say as of now, I won't say it because I'm a rapper, so I'm gonna stop saying that shit. But I used to think being a rapper was corny.
Yeah. I mean, if you feel
only
that way,
because
just
we play ball, man. I play quarterback, and
that's what he said.
You know what I mean? Like it's just specifically where we come from, playing ball and shit like that, rapping, you lose when you fight back.
Rapping, you lose when you fight. And he doesn't know what you mean, by the way. He's been rapping since he was, like, born. Don't look his way. Look my way, though. I know what you mean.
Okay.
I think corny. I think.
No.
I agree.
No. I didn't say rapping is corny. I said
I know.
being a rapper is corny. And I'll explain why I'm saying that.
I agree.
I'm saying because not like you're a rapper and you're corny. I think that if you decided to do what you know that it's gonna take for you to get wherever you gotta be to be a rapper, even though that's outside of you and that other people are gonna think like, bro, who is this nigga? Whoop de whoop. You gonna get there, and that's why rappers is corny. Because nigga, I'm gonna send 180 DMs to these people telling me to check me out, and another nigga who rap is gonna tell me, bro, you corny for doing that. Yeah. And when I say lose when you fight back, I'm saying when I threw 5 touchdowns, it didn't matter what these people said. I threw, what the fuck? I'm the guy. What are you gonna say? In this, I need you to listen to my music, so I have to appeal to you a little bit more in a different way than I would to when I was an athlete. It's just different. And the corny part of it for me was having to sell myself on something when I didn't have to sell you when I walk out on a football field.
Yeah, it's not about talent.
It's not about.
Yeah, but rapping is about talent.
No, it's not. Though.
No, it's not.
No, it's not.
It's about marketing.
It's a popularity
Oh,
contest.
to grow, for growth.
Yeah.
Rapping ain't about talent.
Okay, I agree with you there.
Rapping ain't about talent at all.
But I mean, when a subjective individual is listening for a lyricist.
No. I'm gonna say this.
You know what I mean?
Becoming a popular rapper isn't about talent or
Not
about
at
lyricists at all. Being a lyricist
Not at all.
Having a fan base and making money off of music specifically.
Yeah.
That's what people like miss. Making money off your music is the difference between a nigga who got a song and a nigga who's a rapper.
All right, let's set the money aside though. But for
No, I'm not talking. No, money. No, specific.
it's important. I know, but I just want to bring
not
up.
important in what people think in terms of, oh, I gotta have all the money. I'm saying important in terms of not people spending money. Meaning, like if you are posting your music on DistroKid, if you got 105 people who listen to your shit 10,000 times, you'll make $80. If you've made $80 off your music, you're a rapper, bro. I'm talking about the nigga. If you just a nigga dropping songs, bro, and walking around saying you a rapper, bro, you're not a rapper, bro. You're a cornball. Like if you got a bunch of music and you listening to it with your friends and y'all just saying you the hottest nigga ever and you ain't never posted it on shit, you're corny.
Okay, yeah. So, but subjectively, like, let's take all that aside, though. Like, as a person who loves to hear hip hop, right?
Oh, well, that's different. That's why I said that's different.
That's,
you're a fan of music. You're a fan of music.
I'm a fan of music.
Okay, yeah.
To me, that's what makes the separation of you not being corny. But what I agree with what you're saying from industry standards.
But I know some guys who are really good rappers who are corny niggas.
Like, I know some people that are killing it in the rap game, but I could not. If I was interviewing him right now and he was like, "Yo, dog, what do you think about my lyrical ability?" I would have to say, I think it lacks. I think you're not.
So, what do you think about my lyrical ability?
Oh, your lyrical ability? Yeah. You're the best that I've had on so far. Like, that's literally the only reason I'm the best person y'all had on here.
Yeah, like lyrically for sure.
Like
really?
Yeah.
Like if I didn't get the On the Block
thing,
a
lot of Detroit music, bro.
Okay.
And it's just like that genre doesn't care about.
I appreciate that, bro. I'm the best nigga they had on here. That's hard. I like
you know what I'm saying? That genre doesn't care about lyricism. You're the most
technically talented, like, rapper, lyricist, that kind of thing. You know what I mean?
Thank you,
and to me, that's really important to. I'm not trying to downgrade what you said, because what you said is really important too, right? Yeah. The money, the industry standard.
The only reason why I said that is because when you get into, if I was talking to another rapper who not looking at it the way you looking at it, there's a lot of people who appreciate what I do the way you appreciating what I do right now, and that's why I'm saying thank you. But there's a vast majority who think that they're doing what you're telling me that I'm doing, and I'm telling them that they're not. That's what I'm saying. There's niggas out here who, what you just told me that I'm doing lyrically and stuff like that, they believe that they are.
That's what I tell OZ. You tell me that they know they suck, dog.
What I'm saying is I'm the one who letting them know that if you do believe that you're doing that, cool, go crazy. But if you're riding around in your car and you and your friends are the only people who hear this shit, you're not a rapper. I'm not saying that you have to make. You can make $5 off your music. Just put it out.
He's saying you got to actually be legit.
I know what you're saying, but you don't even got to bring them up. They're whack. They're nothing.
They could be
Those
good.
people is
Just
nothing.
I'm not,
bro, if they're what you just said, then they're trash. Like that they don't have.
I don't be trying to be acting like I'm.
If you had
I'm
0 views,
nigga, I ain't rocking.
I don't know. I don't know about Rakim.
I'm just trying to get better. I'm just talking shit. I'm still getting better in music, though.
In the landscape of hip hop that we're in right now,
I'm the hottest
to be from this era, most talented.
The next up.
I don't know if you're next up for what all the other stuff. I don't know your numbers, but I'm saying when it comes to like this dude's raw like words coming out of his fucking mouth,
like the measurable technicalities of rap.
Yeah, like if we were to sit down and we're gonna say, let's go through his lyrics, how he did with the dictionary, the wordplay, double entendre, that shit, the shit that's real,
You're on
the
beat?
real shit.
Thank you. I'm on beat.
Yeah,
That's the real, because I love offbeat shit.
He loves the offbeat.
Do you? I mean, he does that.
It.
So like, that's the thing though. Here's the thing. I love all the crap we just said. People is bad. Mm-hmm. I love that stupid, silly, like hood.
I like that stuff too,
bro.
but I need you on beat.
But also,
if you can be really good at one thing, you can be bad at a lot of other things.
I can't say you're a lyricist.
Like Gucci Man.
I can't say you're a good rapper.
Okay.
You're a good entertainer. You know what I mean? And that's how I feel. Like, you ever listen to I'm going to break down some people's lyrics. Like, the young OG. You ever listen to his lyrics, bro?
No, he's saying some cool shit.
It's like jokes. It's like punchlines, bro. You know what I mean? Like, he's like doing like a knock knock who's there type of joke, bro. And I enjoy it.
But yeah, but I ain't
It's
gonna lie.
hilarious.
As a dude who's a rapper though, I can appreciate a nigga who's that witty.
That's what I'm saying.
No, yeah.
That's
He's
what
like,
I'm
he likes
trying to
that
say.
part.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you like that?
I love it.
Yeah, that nigga witty.
That's
He's
what I'm
witty
saying.
to the bitch. That nigga be saying he's clever as fuck, man. That ain't easy. I want people to know as much as everybody act like, oh, he just said that ain't easy.
That's what I'm saying.
That ain't
Yeah,
easy.
that's kind of what I'm saying too. Like, if you're really good at one thing, I can like forego you being bad at a lot of other
That's
things.
what he does, yeah.
What do you think I'm bad at?
I didn't hear anything really that you were bad at, and that's why you're one of the best. You know what I'm saying? Because like real, lyricists or real people that really take the craft seriously are going to work on everything.
2 years.
You know what I'm saying? So like
2 years.
I know that's impressive.
Did you do acting in high school or something or nothing?
I played football.
You played football.
I went to number one high school in Ohio.
Did you just like movies growing up or something?
I mean,
You're just jumping in. You're just good at not being scared of what people think, huh?
I mean, I like movies. My grandma a player. It would be so different. Like my grandpa is like you know what I'm saying? Like I said, he played basketball, did all that stuff like that. But my grandpa, like I watched, I think, Fried Green Tomatoes with my grandpa, and I watched The Godfather with my grandma. Like, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's just a crazy dynamic. Like, you ever seen the movie The Birdcage?
Oh, that sounds familiar.
With Robin Williams? He played like the gay designer in the what's the name? Like, it's
No,
fire.
Not the
It's so
not
fire.
with photography, right? He did one with Robin Williams, was like a weird photography thing.
Yeah, nah, it's not that. But it's an old movie.
It's
but I
scary
watch
like that, though?
No, it ain't scary. It's funny. It's a funny movie. Okay. But yeah, like I watched that with my grandpa, but I watched Scarface like for the first time with my grandma. Okay. So it's like I'm not gonna say I've always just like I just want to do some crazy shit. Like in reality, what I want to do with Jetway in general, like I want to start an airline. Like how people fly Delta and people fly like Spirit and whatever.
United Emirates.
Yeah, yep. I want people to fly Jetway. Yep, I want you to be able to fly Jetway, the greatest party in the sky.
You should probably try to contact Mark Cuban. I feel like that's probably the guy to connect with on that tip.
Yeah, shout out to Mark. I don't think he's going to rock with me, though, because they got Luka and they still can't beat the Lakers.
That's hilarious.
That's
just watching highlights.
Shout out to Mark Cuban, though, for real. And I like that they just had I like the if he can't do that with me, I like for our nonprofit to be able to come on Shark Tank and be able to help somebody out if they.
Oh, you have a nonprofit?
Well, yeah, Jetway. We have a separate nonprofit that we, you know what I'm saying?
No, I don't know what you mean. So you have an LLC, right? That's the recording
LLC.
label. And then you're saying you have a completely separate foundation that's a nonprofit?
Yeah. Enjoy the Way.
Enjoy the Way.
Yeah, Jetway stands for Just Enjoy the Way. So it's the Enjoy the Way Foundation. And I'm going to be honest, we haven't done anything. But
did you file the tax form?
No.
Okay.
We ain't that far.
So we're cutting out the last nonprofit one. But if he wants to bring you on for your recording label,
No. I'm not cutting out nothing. If you hear me and you say it, by the time you get in contact with me, whatever I need to have will be together.
official.
It'll be together. I ain't one of them niggas. I'm efficient.
All right.
I'm efficient. I ain't.
all right. He did show up on time. I'll tell you that. Put that on the record.
Yeah, and I'm coming from way out of town.
Yeah, Atlanta, right?
Yeah, I live in Atlanta.
So how long have you been in Atlanta?
About a year. I lived in Miami. So I dropped out of college. Played quarterback at Kentucky State. I dropped out of college. Decided I was gonna rap.
Is Kentucky State good? I don't know football. Is that like?
Well, that's HBCU. We're different. It was a D2 school. I went to Eastern Michigan first. So I went to Eastern Michigan. So I lived in Michigan for a while. Played quarterback at Eastern Michigan. I transferred from there. I moved home for a while, and then I transferred to Kentucky State. Played ball there. Dropped out. Started the label. He was my roommate. We used to throw hella parties and shit like at school, and I played quarterback there. So there's also like on top of the music shit, there's a big group. That's why he was talking about like Enjoy the Way, like Jetway. So there's people at school and shit who knew Jetway for just being like. So a lot of my friends are in fraternities. In college, I didn't really want to join a fraternity, so I started like my own organization. Technically, it was Jetway. You feel me? Anybody can be in Jetway. You feel me? No matter what. We sow seeds of knowledge and grow trees of wisdom. But yeah, so anybody could have been a part of it. And it was Jetway, so we used to just throw parties at our crib and do a bunch of other shit. So I know there's a huge like community of Kentucky State students, whether they're there now or graduated already, who like I know we were like an intricate part of their college experience, like for sure. Like they gonna tell when they tell their kids or people about what they did in college, they was at our crib.
Dope.
Swear to God, like
Dope.
Swear to God. So that's why I said Jetway bigger than just like, all right, yeah, I'm rapping and shit, but like. Nah, I wasn't a rapper. I was just playing ball. Jetway is, you feel me? We was running around screaming Jetway on the beach. Like, we was going to Miami for spring break. Me and my friends, we was going out there wilding. Jetway, screaming Jetway. Like, people know us for that.
It's your
like,
brand.
Yeah, it's the brand, for
Before
sure.
rapping or whatever. It's
Way
just your
before
brand.
any of that, yep.
Yeah,
and then
yeah.
we just was able to build it into something a little bit bigger. Once I was able to find that I had a talent with rapping.
So I guess it's pretty clear, though. Now you know at least how we feel about that side of it. Let's talk about the industry side. How are you doing on that side? I don't look at that stuff very much. Like, first off, like I have like one rule if you're a rapper. It's like I say, whoever this guy, I go, send me a song. If I like it, he comes on. If I don't, I won't hit you back.
How many songs did y'all listen to?
Well, the first one On the Block, the On the Block one was the first one I listened to.
Okay.
And it was just a clip. So I went to YouTube, heard the whole thing. And then there's a piece in the middle where you say, like, you're like, nobody owes me shit. And you're like, but I want so much in life. I want so much in life. Like, I'll do it. It's something really powerful.
I said, hey, Deuce. What I say?
Oh, come on now, bro. Come on now, bro.
What I say? I hear the song in my head though. I hear my breakdown. Hey, Deuce. It's not that I feel like somebody owe me something. Don't nobody owe me shit, but more so, I feel like I deserve so much out of this life. I'm willing to do whatever it takes to get it.
Yeah, whatever it takes to get it. Yeah.
It's the king of the north.
Yeah. So to me, at least to me, that was a powerful. Like the way it was edited, everything you put into it, bro. I was in my car alone. Like I went during the silent part. I was like, "Fuck yeah!" I was like, "Exactly," because nobody owes me shit. Nobody owes me fucking shit. But I want it all, and I'm willing to work until I can't work anymore. About like
whatever I got to do to get it.
It's just
and if people understood that, I could appreciate somebody who feel that passionate about whatever. Hey, my bad too. Hey, Phil, I'm sorry to everybody who think I ain't passed the blood once to nobody. Go crazy here.
But also, when it comes to like the industry part, you are on the block, and I know like Baby Tron, who was on XXL, which is a like industry standard thing. He was on there, so you just being a part of their YouTube establishment is a good status in the industry.
Yeah, I want to shout out AZ Productions. That's who runs and For Shooters Only. That's who's running that. They had
tell them I said what up. I don't know them. But.
Yeah, so they had G Herbo was on there first. Was the first guy we saw. It was a bunch of people. So my manager actually put me onto it probably about 6-7 months ago when G Herbo did it. And then they've had tons of people since.
Is this your manager?
Yeah, it's my manager.
Okay,
yeah,
all right.
Yeah, it's my manager. He put me onto it, and then recently they've had Jim Jones, they've had Mano, they had Babyface Ray a couple days ago, so they've been going crazy. So we reached out to him. I was living in Atlanta. It was something that he felt like, you know what I'm saying, I definitely I should have gone on. And yeah, I went on there and I killed it. I believe I killed it. I honestly will say I know that I'm willing to just put this in debate. I put things into the atmosphere because I'm cool with people challenging me on it. But like, if a nigga is gonna say that I don't got the top 5 on the block from the people you ain't never heard of, like, you really lying. Like, or put it like this. Let me say it like this. There's niggas who have made comments about things that I said on From the Block or things like that, or that I said in my From the Block song. And the things that they're saying have no merit. Just say that nigga fire. Just say that. There's nothing more to say. Just say, like, bro, that nigga hard, and I don't have nothing to say, so I just decided to, like, pick one thing, like, to say. Because Barry Allen, I'm in Buff and Balenci's. I told my mama I'll be back in a flash.
Yeah.
Like, do niggas know who Barry Allen is?
No.
The Flash.
No, see,
That's his name.
thing.
Barry Allen is the Flash's real name.
Yeah, that's his
and
real
I
name.
said, I'm Barry Allen in Buffs and Balenci's, and I told my mama I'll be back in a flash.
Didn't you say something about your dad? That was more about those parts.
Oh, you like those
Yeah,
bars?
like I am. See, he's a robot. I love emotion. I love fucking raw. Like,
Okay.
I
like
like
both.
the message, bro. I like Marxism.
I say a lot about my dad. So
He's
I
like,
don't really know what I say.
it made me watch it for more than 13 seconds. It was awesome. Da 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 da. He's a robot.
So you
human.
okay? So is that the difference? You were able to watch by for more than 13 seconds.
Yeah, that's
Okay.
no way more the difference.
First test in every video, right?
There's a message.
really is, like,
you
can I-
have a fucking message. You push an agenda that comes from whatever either you're feeling or maybe it's fake. I don't live inside of here, but you push something inside,
I
bro.
would say it's really hard. I would say if I rapped for a long time, I probably think that it would be easier to make shit up. But I just went through that. I didn't write a rap for how long? Like 4 months.
He
That's
told
how
me
it
you're not allowed
goes.
to make shit up. I like. See, I'm not a rapper. I would
gonna
make
lie,
shit
if I
up.
said- I don't
I
even
want to
know
make
that-
shit up, dude.
I don't
Thing,
know.
if
Again,
you want
I
to
was
make
just
shit
saying, I'd
up,
pimp you out so
Put it
hard.
like
I'd
this
pimp
too,
you
though.
up.
These
dog.
my real friends. If I walked in the studio, it said, yeah, it's $1 million laying on the bed. These niggas gonna look at me like, bro, what the fuck are you talking about? It's what? What?
Why
Like,
is it
we not
mad?
about to do, bro. We not doing that, bro.
I love it. I love it.
if you want to be a
$1
gimmick,
million fake dollars.
if you want to be a
Like, man,
gimmick,
hell nah.
everybody got to know
Hey,
you're
I'm not a
gimmick.
rapper though. I'm a comedian,
That's not
bro.
for real.
I know.
Like, if you want to do that, you
like
have
it,
to
though.
be a gimmick. You know what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
you
That's
go-
how
you
you can
gotta
do
be
it. You
that
have
all
to
the
be
time.
riffraff.
I gotta live that every day.
What
I
if
love
we- what if
riff-raff,
we
though.
secure
You
a
gotta be that
million-
every day, though.
Yeah, that's what
you're
I'm saying.
right.
Like, you have to be that gimmick.
What if
all
we
the time.
secured a real million for that one?
Like
clip?
6ix9ine's one too.
For the clip,
Doesn't
I
count.
wouldn't even tell. I would if
Still
I
doesn't
secured a
count.
beer. No, that's not it. Would it count? I wouldn't talk about it.
No, you can only secure it for like 2 hours.
No. That's what I'm saying. I wouldn't speak about it. If I can only secure $1 million for 2 hours, I ain't got $1 million.
Oh, you would disappear with $1 million?
I wouldn't talk about it at all
Oh, why?
because it's not my $1 million. If I can only have $1 million,
No,
for
for
2
the
hours.
video. Like Mr. Beast, like a YouTuber.
Oh, I see what you mean. If I could pull it out for 2 hours,
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
my money.
for the video. You're doing
Oh.
this. It's for the video production. Like you go to a loan office, you say, "Listen, I make videos."
Yeah, and I want to pull out $1 million
Yeah,
for
yeah,
a
yeah.
video. I would
You didn't
say
mean you
that-
were gonna steal the $1 million, though, did you?
No,
didn't
I
mean
didn't
that
mean
at all.
still. No, I meant that
I
if
know.
I don't actually have I would say this. I'm the type of person that if I did have to go to an establishment or knew somebody who had $1 million, they'd loan it to me for me to shoot whatever I wanted to.
Yeah,
Yeah, they would. I wouldn't do that though.
because it's just not a thing.
It's not mine.
Yep, I don't know. No, I get it.
Yeah.
I'm a comedian.
I'm just not trying to
I'll
perk.
use $1 million.
No,
for
I
a
can
video.
understand that. I understand that. That ain't me.
Here, I'll put it to your standpoint.
What's up, bro?
As a manager, the way I look at it, I would never want to manage a gimmick only because gimmicks die. You get old.
Yeah.
Reinvent yourself. You don't got to reinvent yourself if you're you.
Yeah, like a riffraff.
No,
Like a
for
riff-raff,
sure.
yeah.
Look
for
at riffraff
sure.
now.
Yeah.
We looked up his new music.
I love Riff Raff.
It's not
though,
good
and what
anymore.
he did for 4 years, he was worth $2.7
He killed
million.
it. He killed it for a minute.
Listen, I'm not a rapper though, so I get why y'all feel y'all's way, but you got to see it from a comedy lovers way.
From a content creator standpoint, I feel you. Mm-hmm. No, from a content creator standpoint, I get it.
Yes, that. But
Yeah.
in the music,
It's good content.
Yeah.
in the music business, it's not about how far.
Shit, Lil Durk brought $1 million to $1 million worth of game. Like, I get what he.
Yeah, I saw him in the video. He's like,
Yeah,
on the ground.
yeah, that's what I'm saying. No, he fired for that. I ain't knocking that. No,
That's
that's
probably his $1
hard.
million, though, is what
That's
you're
his
saying.
money, but that nigga got more than me.
I
He could
know,
do that.
I get it.
I wouldn't just pump fake like that.
Yeah,
And if I had
it's
$1 million,
interesting.
and if I had $1 million, I would have to have. I would have to have more than $1 million to pull out $1 million.
If I had $1 million and I wanted to flash it, I'd use fake money.
I already said I'd use fake money.
I'm saying even if I
I'm not a
had
rapper.
the
He's a
million,
rapper, though,
I'm not
and he's
gonna use
saying
my
that.
million. I'd be using fake. But I got the million.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
I wouldn't do that. It depends on what it is. I honestly, the other half of it too is if I had $1 million, I probably wouldn't be running around talking about niggas know what's up with me.
Yeah, I probably wouldn't either.
I wouldn't be okay, I would tell you this. This is honestly how I truly believe and how I am. If I had $1 million, people would know I had how much money based off how like my manager and like the people who like other people who like work for me and do stuff how they live. Okay. That's why niggas would know I'm so up. Cause like why my manager got well, who's this nigga with all these fucking chains? Like I don't know this nigga in here with all these chains on. He don't rap, but like I know Champagne. Like who's the nigga with Champagne?
That is
with
a
all
good
these
sign
fucking chains on? Cause I mean, if you just come like this.
I don't like
that
the
bitch
chains.
icy.
Chains is dangerous. I feel like that's kind of a trick.
I ain't no worry about nobody doing nothing to me.
You ever feel like that conceptually, though?
No.
No, not for you, but I mean the concept of like how they have African American men buy these very expensive things on their neck that are like a target, and people steal them.
I don't think that they're having anybody do nothing. I think that
Nah, jewelry been around forever, man.
Jewelry has been around forever.
In the white community, I was gonna say jewelry's been around forever. In the white community, I don't think that or Caucasian community, whatever's the nice way to say it.
Honky.
No,
Yeah,
that's
we don't care.
No, that's crazy. No, that's wild. I wouldn't. Nah, nothing.
Wild. It's my brand.
It's cool. White people don't care either.
White fans, so I want you to know. Yeah, nah, guys, I love y'all. In that realm of people, that's funny because I damn near almost forgot what I was about to say. But actually, I did forget what I was gonna say. What was we just saying?
So you were going to tell. Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, dang, dude. Now you got me listening.
Jewelry.
Oh, jewelry. I was gonna say when it comes to majority of white people, I think coming up, it just in general.
White
When
people come
I
up.
have always just come me when I was coming up, or just in visual what I saw coming up. If you saw a white person in terms of like that terms of jewelry and things that you see now, you saw a dude with a Prezi on, but it wasn't bust down. You saw somebody with a Rollie on, but it was that because it was just like a casual thing. Culturally wise, I don't think that Caucasian people have ever been a gaudy type of boisterous type of people.
Depends on the type. Like Italians.
Yes.
Yeah, but it depends on who you're talking about because they gonna pop it. You know what I mean? They
Just
gonna pop
Italians.
it. Yeah, but
It's I think it really comes from like when a culture comes from poverty. When you come out of it, you really want flash because you're like, I'm out.
Not Jews. They came out of poverty and they're no
They
flash,
always have
baby.
money, bro.
They're on
that's
the-
a little different.
What are you talking about? They came out of
I
poverty.
don't
They've
know
had
nothing
money
about that, and
historically,
I
always.
ain't know that, so I'll.
Oh, because the Kanye thing.
No, listen. I know this. I read the Diary of Ed Frank when I was a kid, and what happened. You feel me? I love that book. And shout out to Ed Frank, and shout out to you. Feel me? I apologize to everything that happened to those people during the Holocaust.
Oh yeah, it was wild.
Period.
Yeah.
Period.
My point was historically they've had money.
Yeah, we can talk about them and talk about them having money. And you're right, but they were impoverished.
I'm saying like look
That's
at like
so funny. All right.
I'm saying,
we
like,
don't have
look-
to talk about it. That's
like
fine.
off that. I'm saying like look at Conor McGregor though. Like look at Conor McGregor. He came from very poor, super flashy.
Super gaudy. Yeah. you're
Yeah,
right.
like when people are poor,
Yeah.
they really like to show that they're not.
It's
poor.
just people in Ireland are statistically more poor,
Poor.
so you know, yeah, they don't do that. I get what you're saying. Rather than the Italian Americans who came over in a mass,
and they were poor.
they got mass
And then they
wealth.
got money.
Yeah,
and then they was flashy. You know what I'm saying?
I see what you're saying. For sure.
You
For sure.
feel me? I don't mind popping it, but I was saying that in terms of even just me in general. I'd rather people see what I have based off the people around me versus me running around and me having to put it in your face. The majority of people, they know what's up with me. They know, like, you should know. If you don't know, you lame. Like, you fake, like, you trying not to see what we got going on. Like, for real. It would be, if I didn't know me, I'd respect it at least.
Just off the lyrics, but that'd have to be me. Because you're saying there's other people out here just care about nothingness.
No. That's not what I was saying.
No.
I was speaking from rapper to rapper. There are a lot of people who think about me the way you do. I was only talking rapper to rapper when I was saying if you're not making money on your music. I was speaking from a rapper standpoint where there are other artists who won't give me that credit and won't say that about me. So my response to them is, if you think that you're making music as good as I am, but you're also not making $1 off of yours, you're a loser.
Dude, is there certain people? I'm curious.
No.
Okay, all right.
I get what you're saying. It's like when
No, I know what you're saying.
It's like when regular
just
people.
hilarious to me.
It's
All
like
right, you right.
No, but it's everything I say is direct, but it's broad.
It's like
just
when-
goes to- it's just open. If you think I'm talking about you, I'm talking about you.
Do you read
like
the
when
hater
regular
comments?
people say Tom Brady's a bum.
Exactly.
You know what I'm
perfect
saying?
Example.
Oh,
That's
for
it.
sure.
Yeah.
Example.
Oh,
You
for
say, like,
sure.
Somebody who would be like, "Yo, Tom Brady's a bum."
Like what are you talking about, bro?
Okay.
Cool, dude.
Okay.
Thanks, bro.
Okay.
Thank you. Like, all right, bet, bro.
Compared to who?
Cool. Like, for sure. Like, I wonder how many times you didn't want, like, all right, bet.
But those are the worst of people. We all know Tom Brady's a goat.
Yeah, but it's more of that. But it's more of them than you think.
That's why I was asking you. You read the comments, bro? Is it off? Is mine dead? Possible. Did it just turn off?
I actually did notice that. I see it, but
All right. I'm going to stop it.
Compare my. I'm going to ask you a question.
Well, no, ask your question. Ask your question.
Who's and listen to my music? Who is
Joyner Lucas. All right.
other than Joyner Lucas?
No one. Ever. Definitely no Detroit rapper. No one in the scene that's coming up right now. You know what I mean? Like my friend Logan Muncie, I guess would be the only other person I know that's like doing that kind of like, that's kind of comparable in my mind.
Now that you've seen some other stuff outside of like See You Again though, which is what I did on the From the Block, do you still have the same like perspective? Like you watch like 4 different styles of my music. So do you still feel the same way?
I felt like the song, who's the first one with the other rapper? The Detroit guy?
With JR?
JR, okay.
Oh,
I
so
feel like
JR.
that song was a nice representation to show me as like if I was a person to give you money as an artist, I would say, okay, this guy can do marketable. What's hot right now, what all the mainstream people like. And then I would say off of the first song you showed me where it's like kind of like an AA meeting, but you got the bottle in your hand.
Yeah.
That was the song that showed me like the depth of your creativity when it comes to having a message tied to your lyrical ability. But to be honest with you, that first song, my first
See You Again.
exposure off the block or whatever you did there, bro, like
That's the one.
to me it's the most technical. You're technically the best that's been on the show so far. Now there's other people there that gave me vibes that were like Sada Baby's performance on it is a vibe, bro. But when I'm talking technicality on like your ability, like your understanding of the English language, you know, like
appreciate it.
your Eminem ability, your
Thank you.
I agree with the Joyner comp,
yeah, so much
Yeah.
very comfortable.
Okay.
Very comfortable.
especially with the videos and everything.
Okay.
But I like that your message
I like that in
doesn't
the
say
video
I
like
can
side.
see
Yeah, I
the
love them. Yeah,
I can see the influences and
And
everything
yeah,
where
for
it's
sure.
all
I love
connected
him.
and
Yeah,
everything.
for sure. I love him. I like the attention to detail is definitely there for sure.
Yep, for sure. So it reminds me of. But your message seems different. And I like that. You know what I mean?
I'm
But
only really talking about myself. It's kind of hard. That's really my message. I don't
The
really
different
know what
sounds are Joyner Lucas like too.
Yeah, I'm trying. It's a bunch of different flows.
because that's what he does.
yeah,
Like, he doesn't
I'm
stay
trying.
on one
I'm still
thing.
trying to find my sound and what I'm doing as well.
I want to ask you, who in the industry have you not worked with yet that might see this? You know what I mean? So anybody that you would want to work with, either like from the heart and then also just from the industry side. Someone you think you could make a banger in the club about booty and female. You know what I'm saying? And champagne and 13,
I would
1800.
probably work with some people who I like. Actually, like their music. I like a lot of crazy music though. So first, I'm gonna say Mozzie. Number one, Mozzie. That's like I love Mozzie.
Oh, these are in order. Cool.
Gangland, I love Mozzie. Money over Zeri Zinc. So Mozzie, I would say Snow Allegra, Cash Page, She's a singer from LA, if you don't know who she is. Artists I would like to work with.
Yeah, think it through. Because I'll tag their pages.
I'm specific. That's why it's not even.
They'll be tagged in the clip, in the reel.
For sure. I said Snow, Cash Page. Because I don't want to just like throw a name out there because people just be like, oh yeah, I want to work with what's his name? John Legend. I really want to do something with John Legend. John Legend's from Ohio. I want to do something with John Legend.
That's a cool one.
Dave Chappelle's son's in a band. I would like to work with their band.
Cool.
That's a sick pick too.
Yeah, his son's in a band and they're dope as fuck.
All right. I'm going to throw one in because I'd like to hear you with him is, what's his name?
Leaf Ward.
Oh, no, give me 1 second. Frank Ocean. I think it would be cool.
I like Frank.
I think it would be cool to hear
or
you
Tyler.
do rap on
Frank or Tyler.
Sure.
Oh, yeah, but I really like Frank, though.
Yeah.
These bitches love Nike.
All of it. Yeah, he's killer.
They want red.
He's killer. Oh, dude.
Tell them that they like me. I love Frank Ocean, dog. That's what I got. Frank Ocean fire.
You want to shout anyone out that got you here or anything like that, like your grandmother or your friends that are coming up or I don't know. I have no clue.
Shout out to gang. It's Jetway. Jetway forever. I ain't got no specific shout out. Shout out to my manager. Shout out to, you feel me? It's Jetway. You know who you are. You know what I'm saying? Period. It's Jetway. Cool. You know if you know what I'm saying. Shout out to y'all. Appreciate y'all.
Oh.
I appreciate y'all. I want to shout out my city. Shout out to Dayton. 937. You feel me? Forever. Shout out Ohio in general. OH. We're going to probably win a national championship this year. Just saying.
I don't know about that.
OH. But, yeah. Other than that, I don't really got no specific shout out. Shout out to my city. Shout out to the gang. Shout out to Jetway. Shout out to everybody out here trying to find a way, pushing music in this industry at this time. This is a crazy industry to be in. I can tell you that. It's new. This is a different industry to be a part of. So shout out to everybody trying to find their way in this. Because, dog, if you make it, man, I appreciate it. Yeah, you doing it.
Yeah, it's ever changing.
If you make it, yeah, for sure. It's changing every day. That's just crazy. It's changing every day. And the things that people are deciding to attach to is just becoming different every day. What I will say, though, what people talk about all the time, good music always prevails.